All right, well, we apologize for the technical difficulties. I believe we are back on the air here. 26-16 to play. Greensboro College now leading 3-1. Since or while we were gone, Mika Rudell with his second goal of the year. And the Pride with a 2-goal advantage. SVU trying to apply a little bit of offensive pressure here. This one sent it up ahead to the box, and a whistle and a foul. Knights getting a little physical there in the box. And Hermosa will kick this one away. Greensboro working the near side. This is coming our direction. Good job by the SVU bench to bail us out. We almost got taken out here at our position. And it will be a throw in here for the Knights. It will be Whitlock. Header missed there by Greensboro. Rudell trying to pass it off of the back of Hickman, but stays with the Knights. Good footwork there of Cornejo. This one sent up ahead, and Rudell sends it the other way. Cornejo fighting with Hemington. Fancy footwork there, and he's got it back in the middle. Now finding Gorange, taken away by Goldsberry. Goldsberry, quick pass, was looking for Edry. It's going to be turned aside, though. Gorange with it, racing up the middle, tries to send it towards the middle of the box, and a good job there. Mika Rudell sending it to Gustav Oman. Quick touch there to Garcia Barrios, who misses on the pass, or misses on the touch. Gorange with it now. Sends it down the far sideline to King. Greensboro sends it out of harm's way. And here comes Gustav Oman. This could be an opportunity here. Oman with it. Goldsberry racing down the middle if he's got an opportunity. Here's Goldsberry. Goldsberry shot right to Chamberlain. Oh, man. Elias Goldsberry almost buried it. Chamberlain on the kick. Greensboro at least doing something they didn't do in the first half, and that's continue offensive pressure more than the first couple of minutes. We're seeing some good looks here by the Pride in the middle stages of the second half. Ghazenfari to throw it in. Sent on up ahead. Out of bounds here. Simmons to throw it in. Nope, it's actually going to be Whitlock to throw it in. Pride lead has been restored to 2. Hickman has it taken away. Mika Rudell sends it out of bounds. Coming up on 22:40 to play. Long feed up ahead. Good header there and headed away by Nagash. That was Simmons that tried to send it in on Hermosa. Alvaro Hermosa has still saved 2 out of the 3 that he has faced today. It's going to be a corner here. Yep, corner kick coming for the Knights. 22:15 to play. Here comes the pass into the box, headed and cleared by Greensboro for a moment. Good job there by the Pride to send that one out of harm's way. That pass whiffed on by SVU, and Greensboro again on the clear. That's Rudell. Greensboro with it is Ghazenfari. Sends it back to Hermosa. 20:45 to go. Long feed up ahead to Goldsberry. Goldsberry knows he's got to leave that one alone for risk of an offsides, and I think Gustav Omen ends up being the offending party.
And if you're just joining us here on this new link, sorry for the technical difficulties. Had some streaming, what do you call it, software issues with YouTube.
A bug.
Some kind of a bug.
All you missed was just a Mika Riddell goal, which is his second of the year, and Greensboro's 2-goal lead has been restored. Isn't that how it works? You always miss a big moment when there's a technical difficulty.
Usually how it goes.
Yep. But got to give Steven some credit. Was working hard over there to get everything put back in order. So we hate that the goal was missed, but good work, Steven. Nettesheim with it to Cornejo. Now across back to Nettesheim, working up the near side. Feed up ahead, looking for Simmons. Simmons a quick touch back to Whitlock. Whitlock trying to work slowly in towards the middle. He'll find Gorange in the middle. Nielsen on up ahead. Good move there. And a nice pass back to Gorange. Gorange with a quick touch inside to Calder. And that one blocked out in front. Mika Riddell, I think, got a thigh on it. And Stipuric clears that out of there.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kendrick, really impressive in the second half because, a lot of this half, SVU has, still had a lot of the possession, but Greensboro just gritting this half out and then getting a goal to really deflate the momentum that SVU had, and extending their lead back to 2 is huge.
How about the fact that Pride have 4 shots on goal and 3 of them have gone in?
Well, we said earlier the shooting percentage was pretty good.
It's great. Taken away there. Long feed up ahead to Gustav Omen, but instead it's going to be headed away to Nettesheim. Under 20 to go, 18 and a half to be exact. This one a long feed up ahead could turn into something here for the Knights. It's a weak shot right to Hermosa.
I'm kind of laughing because if that wasn't offsides and Gustav's was earlier, not too sure. But luckily for Greensboro, it doesn't cost them. But that one was definitely looked more closer to offsides than Gustav's was earlier this half.
Good move, Ghazenfari to get around Simmons. Quick pass to Goldsberry. To Stipuric, who's got to get it out of there in a hurry. And here comes Gustav Omen. Well, he thought he was going to be in position. Instead, it's SVU quickly flicking it up the middle of the court, or the middle of the pitch, rather. And there's a whistle. And it's going to be a foul on the Pride. Fouls pretty even today, 9 apiece.
Yeah, evenly called game from that standpoint. But Greensboro does have a card.
This one sent in on the box, headed by Riddell.
And Kendrick, you really, sorry to interrupt, but you really just completely feel the momentum just deflate from SVU on that third goal there. They've had momentum. The bench was really energetic. But after that goal by Riddell, because there's a foul.
I think on Garcia Barrios. And I don't know what just happened there. Garcia Barrios just went down, grabbed his head.
I think it was a flop. Yeah. I think that's what we'll call that.
Yep. But, I mean, we've seen that SVU's been able to generate pressure offensively, and all it takes is one to feel like they're right back in it again.
Sure. Got multiple subs coming in here soon on the next opportunity, which could also change some momentum, especially with Simister coming back in.
I think this is going to be Lee on the free kick. Lee says, airmailed. That one, that's going to go up the hill into the parking lot, over the river and through the woods. Substitutions coming in both sides. For Southern Virginia, Bartholomew checking in, Young checking in, and Simister checking back in. And I think for Greensboro, Axel Garcia Avila just entered the game. Hermosa, the goal kick to Gustav Omen. Header is taken away by Nettesheim. Both teams exchanging touches. Gustav Omen trying to settle it and keep it away from his defender. Hemington had it, but there's a whistle. I think it's going to be a foul on the Knights. The official tells Hemington to hurry up.
Yeah, so
not often I hear
sure.
that.
Yeah, well, up 2 goals, the leading team often tries to to milk the clock as much as possible. And if the ref
I feel
thinks,
like we haven't heard that much this year.
Sure. And now they're going to stop the clock. Probably a smart call by the ref there.
Hemington sends this one in. Header by Omen. And Chamberlain coming out to get it. Stepurik was in position to perhaps score a goal there, but Chamberlain getting in his line. Knights working up the far wing. Long pass up ahead. Knocked out of bounds by Nagash. SVU really hasn't gone away from those long passes that we came into today's game expecting to see from them.
Yeah, and, after those first 2 goals, they really got their offense going. They had those long passes. They also had some wide-open runouts as well. We kind of talked about the reason why, but Greensboro has certainly tightened it up here in the second half.
Shots now 11-4 in favor of the Knights. Was 9-2 at halftime, so just 2 per side in the second half. Greensboro trying to punch it up the far wing. It's going to go to SVU for a moment, almost overrun. Garcia Barrios trying to get to it. And a nice slide tackle there for Garcia Barrios, but it's going to stay with Southern Virginia. Rudell misses on the header. Gazanfari there to clean it up.
A little bit of a dangerous kick there from Gazanfari, going back to the middle of the field there, but got away with it.
Gorange getting around Goldsberry, sending this down the line. That's Bartholomew. Bartholomew contested by Gazanfari, who gets tripped up, and Greensboro's going to get the call there. Gazanfari kind of sandwiched between Bartholomew and Gorange.
Pretty easy call there. Bartholomew kind of ran through him, so good call there by the referee.
Substitutions coming, Deanna and
King. Jalen King.
Yep, Jalen King about to check in. Gazanfari sending this one down to the back. Oh, headed away there by Ori Edry. Edry's got a chance on the left, going to be taken away by the Knights. This one passed into the middle. Hemington chips this one on up ahead to Garcia Avila. It's taken away. Hemington's been playing some big minutes. Nice slide tackle, speaking of, right there. But it's going to be SVU coming up on the far side. They cross the center line. Edry pushing down Lee. It's going to be a foul. Feels like Hemington's been everywhere.
Yeah, he has. He has. He's done a nice job today.
Down the left-hand side. It's going to be a tough angle for the Knights. Sent out of bounds.
Corner kick.
Corner kick. Greensboro, I don't think Nagash agreed with that, but 12:53 to go. Pride lead is still 2. Omen coming out. Garcia Barrios coming out as well. Schroeder checking in for SVU on this corner. You give up height in Gustav Omen, you get height in Jay Deanna. This one's sent in high but killed by an official's whistle. I think it had something to do with Greensboro not being positioned correctly. Or somebody not positioned correctly. And we'll try it again here, 12:53 to go. From the far corner, header missed by SVU, and the kick by Bartholomew just sent up in the air. Hermosa's going to land on it, smother it, and now gets up. Hermosa, long pass up ahead and out of bounds at his own bench. Things have slowed down in the second half in terms of shots. We mentioned the 2 apiece. 1 corner for Greensboro in each half. 3 for the Knights here in the second half after 4 in the first. Still 12 minutes to go, though. A lot can happen. Greensboro scored, twice in the first 4 minutes.
Yeah.
So. But you're certainly at the point in the game now where you put the pressure on Southern Virginia. Greensboro
Nice.
maybe could play a little freer, yeah.
Great effort there by Edry to get the ball over here to the near side to Garcia Villa, but it's going to be taken away.
Gorange with it, sends it across to Nielsen. Nagash kind of trips up on the far sideline. And it's going to go out of bounds, throw into SVU to Cornejo. Sent towards the, I don't know. I feel bad maybe I shouldn't use the Porta Johns as a location descriptor, but that's where the ball went, in that general direction. Substitution here. Juan Medina Beltran coming in, Ori Edry coming out. So Edry plays about 33 minutes today, if he is done for the afternoon. Greensboro on the throw in. A little bit too high for Deanna. And it's going to be taken by Nettesheim, sends it back to Chamberlain. Chamberlain has saved 1 out of 4. Hermosa has saved 3 out of 4. Long feed up the middle, taken away by Rudell, was looking for Hickman. Cornejo with a quick touch. Schroeder with it. And SVU starting to pick up the pace a little bit. Here comes Hickman. That's taken away by Deanna. Deanna working up the far boundary. There's a slide tackle that takes the feed out from underneath Jade Deanna. 10:33 to go. And Deanna slow to get up.
Can you tell that number, Mike?
Deanna says he's good. Well, Steven, I'll tell you, somebody is grilling, and it is starting to distract me.
Well, hey, especially getting late here past dinner time. Yeah,
That smells so good.
I don't blame you.
Do we have any interns that aren't doing anything currently? No. That's my question.
No, unfortunately, fortunately we don't, because they're doing a great job.
They are.
Always do.
They're fantastic. Long feed up ahead. Southern Virginia with it as we approach 10 minutes to go. Nettesheim redirecting in front of Deanna. Working down the far side are the Knights. They're going to have to play with a little bit of urgency here now at 10 minutes to go, and they need 2 goals. Quick touch there, Garcia Villa to Deanna. Deanna with some fancy dribbling to himself. And now to Hemington, long feed to King. King trying to split through a couple of defenders, cannot do so. It was Bartholomew sending it out of bounds. Ghazenfari to throw in. Up to King. King, quick touch to Ghazenfari. Sends this one high to Garcia Avila, who settles it, working the near boundary. He's going to have to find a little bit of space. That's sent out of bounds. closer to Stevens' car, but I think he's still safe.
Yeah, still safe, but we still have 9 minutes left, so you never know. It's been hit once before.
It is. Gazenfari again throws it looking for Deanna. Out of bounds. It'll be another throw in closer towards the near left flag. This one will be Rudell on the throw in. Long feed up ahead to Sinister. Sinister turning around, looking as if he's going to pass, and I think he passed it off the back of Hemington's head. Hickman sends this one to Bartholomew, heads it into the near right corner. Foot race, Rudell and Bartholomew. And Bartholomew trips Rudell at the line. And it's going to be a goal kick for Hermosa. Great job there by Mika Rudell in the corner.
Yeah, excellent work there by Rudell.
Substitution here, checking in is Grange. Coming out is Sinister. They've still held Hickman to without a single shot here today.
That's impressive. Great job. I'm sure that was a huge part of the game plan. Now, for SVU, I mean, there's been other players that have stepped up, to kind of take those shots. But that's, you can almost be assured that he was their number one target when it comes to, who they were game planning against.
Great job by Hemington. Was looking for King. It was taken away. Garcia Avila gets in the way of it, though. He may have an opportunity if Greensboro can clean it up. It's going to be missed by Nagash, and here comes the Knights up the other way. Schroeder, a long feed down the left wing. SVU all of a sudden setting up offensively. Well, we talked about it. Now here comes Hickman. Hickman's got it taken away. Another excellent play by the back line of Greensboro, thwarting one of the best goal scorers in the USA South, and Hermosa will have another goal kick.
Yeah, you have seen the defensive effort here in the second half. It has been huge. Coming out of the half, it was a struggle later in that first half, and here in the second half, they made adjustments. The effort has been spectacular on that defensive line.
Well, that kick from Hermosa went right to the sub. Coming in is Simmons. Coming out is Calder. 6:30 to play. We're really going to see, I think, the intensity pick up here for SVU. They're going to have to play very aggressive. Long feed up ahead for Greensboro. Quick touch there by Nettesheim, and they're going to send it further up. Now to Schroeder. To the far side. Dropped off to Cornejo. Cornejo tries to find a teammate in the middle. Instead, he finds a Greensboro jersey. Now here comes Jalen King. King trying to get to it, but taken away by Gorange. Just in front of the Pride bench. Feeds this one across the middle to Schroeder. And to the far side it goes, to the back line. Cornejo with it, keeping it away from Hemington. On the far wing. Schroeder again, and he'll send it back. Greensboro's okay with that. Pass it backwards and eat up a little bit more clock.
Sure, yeah. Whatever takes time off the clock.
Pride lead is 2 in a game that could see the Pride move back into a postseason spot. Long feed up ahead, header right to Hermosa.
Big time save there.
That was Grange, kind of snuck behind everybody on the near side of the box. Alvaro Hermosa right in the perfect spot. Under 5 to go. That one off of the shoulder blades of Deanna. Now to Garcia Avila, taken away by Gorange. Down the far side. And Nagash knocks it out of bounds. And a whistle. It'll be a free kick here. I don't think Greensboro was ready there, but they are allowed to play on. Gazenfari to King. King a quick touch. Ghazenfari just unloads and sends this one well out of bounds, but has flipped the field. 4:05 to go. We missed it, Steven. Somewhere in all this, Calder was given a yellow card before he...
Yeah, he was. It was on the far side of the field.
Was that when Deanna was
yep.
making that? Okay, I missed that.
Yep.
Schroeder with it. He's got a little bit of separation. Now sends this one back to Grange. This one sent towards the right side of the box. Schroeder has it.
Oh.
And here comes an opportunity. Cornejo kind of whiffed on the shot. Greensboro to clear.
Yeah, that was an open look.
King looking to settle. Oh, what a pass behind the back to Garcia Vila. Ultimately a turnover, but it was a great look. Crossing pass for SVU. Now left-hand side. Shot on Hermosa. Goes to a knee. Makes the save. Nagash will clear it. And you hear the round of applause from the Greensboro bench marking their approval. Jay Deanna now with some fancy footwork down the right-hand side.
Looking for help.
He's going to have Garcia Vila in the middle. I don't know if he's going to have a lane as he's working towards the far right, or the far left flag, rather. And it's going to be taken away. Whistle.
Corner kick coming for Greensboro.
2:50 to play. The goal here would almost certainly be a nail in the coffin, the final one.
For sure.
And clock stopped here at 2:39. Jalen King going to the corner. King sends it into the box. Oh, header just missed there. It was a great opportunity for the Pride. Garcia Vila couldn't quite get to it. That goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for SVU. Time is not the friend of the Knights. Hickman a quick one-touch back to Bartholomew and out of bounds. Was looking for Grange. Could not find him. Ghazenfari on the throw-in to Deanna. Heads it into the middle. And here come SVU again. Quick pass over to the middle to Schroeder. Sends this one to the near side. That's Grange. Grange to the right-hand side of the box. Rudell trips up Hickman. Rudell takes it away. Sent up ahead to Bartholomew. It's going to be controlled by the Pride over the end line. It'll be a Greensboro goal kick.
It's good enough.
$1:20 to play. Hermosa on the goal kick. Headed Deanna up ahead, taken away though by SVU to Schroeder. Long feet up ahead. Hickman lost his footing a little bit. Cornejo has it, sends it to the far side. 1 minute remaining. SVU's got to hurry. There's a shot on the ground. Easy save, Hermosa. 50 seconds to play. Sent on up ahead by Hermosa. Under 40 to play. And we have a whistle. It's going to be a foul on Greensboro. The free kick goes down to Grange. Grange kick blocked there by Medina Beltran. 18 seconds remaining. It'll be a corner here. They've got to quickly get set up. And there's Cornejo. That one's blocked by King. They're not going to have a chance. So this one's sent across to the other side. Last-ditch effort for SVU will go for naught. You come into today thinking this is a must-win, and when it's all said and done, they did win. Greensboro comes away with a 3-1 win against SVU tonight. And the Pride, with 3 much-needed points, move back into a postseason spot. Again, still 3 games to go for Greensboro, but they are now in a position to play some postseason soccer. What a day we had here on the campus of Greensboro College. Pride with 2 early goals. Came at 2:24 by Axel Garcia Avila, and then at 4:01 by Gustav Oman. About 15 minutes later, it was Benjamin Semister, just shy of 20 minutes in, made it 1-2. And then Greensboro's Mika Rudell at 56:06. The final goal for the Pride. They win it 3-1. And again, perhaps more importantly, pick up 3 much-needed points as Greensboro moves back into a postseason spot. Still some tense moments, I'm sure, still to be had here, as the Pride most likely will be walking a tightrope whether they're in or out. Maybe depending on what everybody else does. But again, you heard us talk about it in the pregame today. Coach Weinshank said, hey, we've got to at least, bare minimum, take 1 out of 2 this week. And you certainly make things a little bit easier on yourself by getting the 1. Now, if you're Greensboro, you can't obviously take anything lightly against Methodist on the road on Saturday, but you can see the emotion there. This team excited and celebrating the victory. We'll give you the stats here in just a moment. Actually, we'll go ahead and do that now. We're waiting to grab a player interview, but we'll do the stats first. Shots go 13-4 SVU. Shots on goal 6-4 to the Knights. Corners 8-3 for Southern Virginia. 1 yellow card per side, 9 fouls per side. Take a look at some of the individual numbers for the Knights. Semister 3 shots, 1 on goal, and he scores. Gorange had 2 shots for Lee, 1 of them on goal. Hickman finally got 1 in the late going. 3 shots, 2 on goal for Grange. Calder had a yellow card. And Chamberlain saw 4 shots and saved 1 of them. For Greensboro, shot on goal for Goldsberry. But he's the only one who had a shot on goal that didn't score. 1 for 1 was Axel Garcia Avila. 1 for 1 was Gustav Oman. 1 for 1 was Mika Rudell. Assist by Diana, assist by King. Diana also had a yellow card. Alvaro Hermosa faced 6 shots and saved 5 of them. And it all adds up to a Greensboro victory. Again, the final score 3-1 here this afternoon here at Pride Field. And I think we may have Gustav Oman down there. Gustav, can you hear me?
Yes.
Fantastic. Hey, congratulations. What a big victory for you guys today. Obviously, I was talking to Coach Weinshank earlier today, and he said, look, you had to have at least 1 this week. Talk about how big it was to get this one tonight.
Yeah, it was a really important game. We all knew that from the beginning. So that's why we showed it from the first 5 minutes. We scored 2 quick goals. We had a momentum. Everyone gave their all. Unfortunately, we lost the momentum a bit in the first half. They scored, but we regrouped during halftime. And I think we did a really good second half. We scored again. So we are really happy with this win. It's a really important win. As you can see, we're really happy with it.
Tell me about your goal. Made it 2-0 in the first, and a really nice feed from Jalen King.
Yeah, we all know that Jalen is a really good 1v1 player. So I knew he's going to be his player, and that cross was, it was beautiful. And when I crossed it, I knew that I was going to get my head to it, and that's what I did. So I'm really happy with that goal.
Gustav, most goals by a Greensboro freshman since 2017. You had your 8th goal of the year. It just seems that anytime you have the ball, it's an opportunity to add another one to your tally.
Yeah, thank you about that. I'm trying to improve every game. I'm trying to make those runs in behind. Of course, I play as a striker. It's a bit new position for me. But if coach believes in me, I might just believe in myself too. Still trying to improve every single day.
Last question here for you, and we'll let you go. Obviously, huge win here tonight, but job's still not done. You move into a playoff spot or into a tournament spot with the win today, but still a big one against Methodist on Saturday.
Yeah, we're already looking forward to that game. It's away, I think. So we will take this game with us, make some good practices during this week, and we'll get going again.
Well, congratulations on the win. Go celebrate it, and we can't wait to see what you guys do on Saturday.
Thank you so much, and have a good one.
That was Gustav Oman. His thoughts following Greensboro's 3-1 victory here today against Southern Virginia, a game that Greensboro had to get, and they did get here this evening. We'll take a look at what else is going on around the USA South. Again, a couple of non-conference games in action today, and we'll grab Stephen here in a moment for his final thoughts here as well. But first, we take a look again at the schedule for today. A couple other non-conference matches. North Carolina Wesleyan defeating Mary Washington 1-0, the final score from Rocky Mount. And then Pfeiffer took on Warren Wilson in a non-conference matchup, and Pfeiffer wins it 4-0 in that one as well. So Greensboro and Southern Virginia, the only two USA South teams with a conference matchup today. And so while everyone else more or less dormant, this ends up being a big moving day, if you will, for Greensboro. I know obviously in golf they talk about Saturday being the moving day, the opportunity to make your charge up the leaderboard. And again, with nobody else playing a non-conference game or playing a conference game today, this was Greensboro's moving day.
This was huge. I mean, we talked about it before. Gustav talked about it, talking about it even just walking up here. He was like, we knew this was a big game. And so to get this win is great. It puts us in a great spot. Doesn't guarantee us anything. Need to take care of business against Methodist, but this certainly helps with just a few games to go.
Absolutely. And again, we mentioned Greensboro on the road at Methodist on Saturday. How big is it that they finished their season with 2 home games? It's Wesleyan and Peace, 2 tough opponents, but you get them both at home.
Well, you'd rather have them at home, that's for sure. So, tough opponents. William Peace, the defending conference tournament champions from last year. So again, a lot of soccer, a lot of important soccer still to play. But this win is massive when it comes to the Greensboro's chances at making the tournament.
And obviously that's the main focus right now. But we talk about the turnaround of this program. Go from struggling for any wins at all the last couple of years, and all of a sudden here they are 7-4-3.
Yeah, what a year! Spectacular turnaround. And I think, with Coach Weinschenk, I think you can only expect even more in the future. But, just focusing in on right now, if they can make the tournament, we talked about it before the season even started. If you can make the tournament, anybody really can win it because the competition is pretty close in the USA South. And so as long as you can get in, William Peace won it, I believe, as a 4 seed last year. So if you can get in the tournament, anybody can win it. So if Greensboro can get in this year, especially after the last couple of years, it would be a huge success.
Stephen, I think one of the big things about this team that's impressed me this year, their ability to bounce back after a loss. Only once this year have they lost back-to-back games. Usually this is a team that can wipe the slate and go get the job done. Obviously in the tournament, you don't get that opportunity because when you lose, you're done. But at least for right now, this is a resilient squad.
And it's a sign of maturity, too. I mean, this is a young squad, but it doesn't really seem like adversity bothers them that much. And so they just, if something, if they lose or something happens, they're able to shake it off and end up, playing well the next game. So, again, a huge win tonight. It's a statement win for this program, just because of where we're at. We're rebuilding program. And so, again, to be able to have a big conference win tonight, as this team, as this program continues to build and grow, it's big.
I'm gonna debate you just a little bit there
okay.
on the rebuilding. I think tonight they said, hey, we're not rebuilding. We're here and we're only going to get better.
It's a statement win. And you said it. I mean, this team, I think, made such a big jump from last year to this year. You're almost right in a way because even though it's a young team, it's a very talented team. And so That rebuilding phase, it went quick.
Yes, it did.
It didn't take long. Coach Wineshake and Del Cid did an excellent job recruiting this year this past year and bringing in so many good guys to add to the talent that was already here. So it's been a fun season, and hopefully we have a lot more soccer still to go.
Yeah, so men's soccer on the road this weekend at Methodist before returning home the 25th and the 29th to conclude their home schedule. Now, as far as what's coming up for us, Stephen, we're going to be back on the air on Saturday with a tri-match of volleyball taking on, I believe it's Pfeiffer and Randolph. I'm not looking at my notes right now. But then also women's soccer, and you want to talk about, maybe a must-win game for them. They're taking on Meredith, but they're sitting currently, even with the loss tonight, in the number 4 spot, which means they're the last team hosting in the first round of the tournament if it starts right now.
Yeah, women's soccer, they've taken a lot of pride in hosting.
I see what you did there.
I see what I did there. In hosting that first round like we've been able to do recently. Last year we hosted NC Wesleyan and beat them and advanced to the semifinals. And Coach Johnson really wants to get one of those top 4 seeds so they can host here for the women's tournament. So a lot of soccer still to be played there. As you look at the standings, tied with Wesleyan, just a half game ahead, it looks like, of Methodist. So a lot of soccer still to be played on the women's side too.
Absolutely, that'll be on Tuesday. It'll be on Saturday. Tri-match with Vance Ballard on the call beginning at noon, and then I'll be on the call for soccer at 2:00 with the pregame show at 1:45. What a huge day today! Emotions high, energy high, excitement high. Stephen, final thoughts before we shut this thing down.
Well, I mean, again, it's just a statement win. This team came out today ready to play and scored 2 goals, really quick. SVU came back later in the half and scored and took momentum, but Greensboro, they didn't let that, bring them down. Like, just from watching the last couple of years, something like that may have spiraled. Not this team. This team, they're resilient. When they, you talk about like a fight, right? If they get punched, they're going to punch right back. And so they were able to do that with that third goal there in the second half. A huge win against a really tough SVU. They were impressive. The Knights were impressive
Absolutely.
today. They showed a lot of speed. They had a lot of offensive weapons. They had a lot of shots. Their goalkeeper was impressive as well. So they beat a really good team here on their home field. And so it's such a huge win, I think, not just for seeding, but I think just for the program. I mean, we talked about how they've struggled in conference play, the last few years. To be able to, beat a strong SVU team, I think it means more than just seeding purposes in the conference tournament.
Absolutely, and again, we talked about it in the first half. That didn't really mention in the second half because of how good the game got, but they did all this without Kyle Hermanson tonight as well. So, you bring that 7-goal scorer back in the mix, which should be probably the next game. We heard he was just feeling unwell today, so not an injury concern necessarily. Just need to get him over whatever bug he's dealing with right now, and then hopefully things are kind of back on track for Greensboro. And again, they're heading on the road this weekend before returning home next week to conclude their season. Again, we'll be back on the air on Saturday at noon for volleyball and at 2:00 for women's soccer. And that will wrap things up here from Pride Field. Your final score one last time, Greensboro College 3 and Southern Virginia 1. We say night-night, if you will, here on the Greensboro College Sports Network. For a big thank you to all of our game day staff for everything that they do here. For my producer and analyst, Stephen Whitenhouse, I'm Kendrick Fruits, wishing you a green and white good night. This has been a presentation of Greensboro College Men's